Hello everyone and welcome to Definite Hearing. In today's video, I have an intriguing topic to talk about: behind the ear hearing aids. Many people have asked how these work and what they are, and so today you are in luck because we are going to talk about these devices. I hope you stick around to the end of this video because if you do, that is where I'm going to share my perspective and how these behind the ear hearing aids have helped me. Let's talk more about these devices, what they are, and how they work. All right, so what are behind the ear hearing aids? Well, a lot of people refer to these as BTE hearing aids. It's an abbreviation for behind the ear. The name is an indicator of how they work. Essentially, the hearing aid is behind the ear. These behind the ear hearing aids come in many shapes and sizes and sometimes different colors. Unfortunately, to my chagrin, the colors are usually very neutral to blend in with hair. I think they should stand out. Like, man, let's talk about a Barbie pink. Usually Barbie pink is only available in kid sizes. Here you can see that I'm wearing champagne resound ones. I chose champagne because it was a light color that stood out from my brown hair. Anyway, enough about the color. BTE hearing aids essentially have two parts. You have the hearing aid casing, and then you have the ear mold. As you can see, I have a custom ear mold and a thick tube leading up to the device. These components are important because they can kind of indicate how the hearing aid works. Okay, so the microphone and the receiver in a behind the ear hearing aid are right in here. So the microphone picks up the sound, transfers it to electric pulses, and amplifies it in the amplifier and the receiver. This then sends the amplified sound through my ear and to my brain. My hearing aids amplify not just all the sound, but the sounds that I need. So this device is able to be tailored or customized to my hearing loss. So this is why I stress the importance of an audiologist, because I go to the audiologist, they perform an audiogram to understand the science behind my hearing loss, and then they tune the hearing aid according to that diagram or that loss. So it's not just, can you hear this? Can you hear that? The test does include that, but hearing aids are not a one-size-fits-all thing. They are customized to someone's hearing loss. So there are kind of the components: microphone, receiver, amplifier. They all work together to receive the sound, transmit the sound, kind of make it into electronic and amplify it, send that sound down the tube, which the ear mold helps because it holds the tube in my ear. It directs the sound well. I've done a previous video on custom ear molds. Are they worth it? Definitely. Flimsy domes will not hold the tube in place as to where it should. And so when you're really struggling to hear, you want to have the right equipment to help the sound funnel through your ear properly, and having an ear mold definitely helps with that. One obvious aspect of behind the ear hearing aids is that they are bigger. This is because there is more power to process the sound, process meaning receive and amplify the sound and transmit it to the ear. Receiver and the canal hearing aids are often smaller because they don't require as much power to boost the volume and or to boost volume of certain tones and frequencies. And so those are usually smaller. And so those are usually smaller. Because of their processing power, behind the ear hearing aids are more suitable. Well, they're suitable for really any type of hearing loss, from mild to severe and sometimes profound. But definitely moderate to severe losses, you need a BTE. Now, a lot of people are saying like, hey, RICs are becoming more powerful with more compact technology. I understand, but from my experience, that's not the case. I have found more organic, natural sound and better sound clarity with a BTE because of that increased power for my moderate to severe hearing loss. With this increased space, it's highly likely that BTE hearing aids will offer a Bluetooth connectivity option. Bluetooth connectivity is awesome because this means you can stream sound directly from your electronic devices. So I stream sound from my iPhone, from my computer, and I've heard that people can even do it straight from their TV. I don't use that feature though. I mentioned size briefly earlier. A lot of people gravitate to RICs because they don't want people to notice their hearing aids. But let's go back to like, why are you getting hearing aids in the first place? For you, so you can hear. You want to be able to hear. So make sure that you are not sacrificing size for hearing quality. Definitely ask your audiologist if a behind the ear hearing aid would be better for you and your loss. And if it is, don't sacrifice size for hearing quality. So thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this video. I want to talk about why I chose behind the ear hearing aids and why they matter to me. So fun fact, for a while I actually wore slim tube and receiver in the canal hearing aids. Our audiologist knew that my dad was an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and when we transferred, we were in the slim tubes, so he recommended a RIC, and we later found out it was because he knew our dad was a doctor, and though he would have recommended a behind the ear hearing aid for sound quality and processing because of the severity of my loss, he decided that like, oh, you're in slim tubes, RICs are better, probably not as good as BTEs, but they know what they're doing, so we'll just do RICs. Well, I found out later that RICs were not what I should be in. I had my receiver in the canals, but the volume was not, or the amplification was not what I needed. So we switched to behind the ear hearing aids, and I found that I was not saying what as much. I was not experiencing as much feedback. So behind the ear hearing aids for my moderate to severe loss, they were the hearing assistance that I really needed considering the severity and like scale of my loss. So a lot of people are like, oh, I need hearing aids, but I'm just going to go for the ones that you can't see, like the in the ear canal hearing aids or the RICs. But if you're gonna get a hearing aid, get one that will actually help you so that you can be a part of social situations and really be independent so that you can hear around you. I am so grateful that we discovered that I really was missing out, that I was prescribed the wrong hearing device for my loss. And since getting behind the ear hearing aids, I do experience relatively less hearing fatigue because the hearing aid, the behind the ear hearing aid, is doing more work for me. Where before with the RIC, I had to do more of the work. And so I love my behind the ear hearing aids. So what do you think? Are you wearing behind the ear hearing aids? Or are you not wearing behind the ear hearing aids? Do you think you should be wearing behind the ear hearing aids? I would love to hear in the comments below. I hope this video was helpful in helping you understand behind the ear hearing aids, what they are, how they work, and are they a good option for you? Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.